Hey, IDS 302, welcome to, what are we at? Today's Monday, module 4, video number 1. That's what it is. I should check my notes. Uh, hey, I do have to show off and let you laugh at me, but this will be the high point of the video right here. I just got my low hair beret from Paris, delivered on today, 4 days from Paris. Look at this thing. It's so awesome. I should have got an extra large, but the size, it said that one fit me. I think it feels okay. Love it. I have a good hat collection. That one's from Paris right there. And then I got Carlos Santana, Fedora, whatever, you know. Anyways, yeah, that's what you came to hear. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to actually have a little bit of enjoyment before we have a come to Jesus meeting. And again, don't mean to trigger anybody by saying that because I think it gets the point across. So let's start off here. Okay, so I think in terms of, let me get to the identifying disciplines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people did not submit it. The last day to submit it is today. No, it's today. So I want to discuss it, get it out of the way. So if you do hit on any of the bonus disciplines, you will not get credit because I'm going to talk about that here. The HAL video, uh, one person got a legitimate bonus. Another person got the bonus because she had me last semester and remembered what it was. Okay, so which is good, but all right. So the way I rank them is this way. Work with me here. So I asked you to identify the disciplines involved with that video, right? And I did mention that it was my capstone project for my Master's of Interdisciplinary Studies, right? So only one person legitimately was able to take the lens back and get behind it to note that he just created this through an interdisciplinary aspect. That means, what did he use? And one of the most important things is film video development, film video creation, editing, sound. I mean, the creation of it, I had to use that discipline for sure because I never did a movie before, right? So I had to do it. Then what did I have to do in terms of content? I decided to approach it from an oral history type of chronology. Hal is a guy with a lot of stories. We could have did them in a lot of different ways. I chose to do it through oral history, where he starts. Oral history is a legitimate discipline that uses history from a point of view of a person who lived it. Whether it's your grandparents, your parents, even you're going to have a point of view that's different. And your oral history is legitimate. It deserves, you know, the attention to see it because who writes the history? We've talked about this, you've heard of it. The victors write the history, okay? The majority writes the history. The people in power write the history, okay? Do the uh, Native Americans, original Americans write the history? No. Did African Americans write the history? Not really. No, no. I mean, no, no, no. Now, as you're growing up, you're seeing more of it because we have the media, we have the ability to get it out there. What's the big topic we're talking about now? The Tulsa burning, the massacre that never was taught. Okay, but now we can get that out there. So the film and media, film development, okay, creating a film, everything that goes into that. That's a discipline. Oral history, that was a discipline. How I set it up, right? Okay, and then you could look at American history because that's what we kind of wove it through. American studies, American history, setting up, these mileposts from Hal's stories to indicate, you know, the '60s, the Summer of Love, the Vietnam War, getting drafted, the '70s, and then into the '80s, '90s, 2000s. So there was these mileposts, and those were the three disciplines. So yes, people got the music, people got the jewelry, the art, the Jewish studies, the what have you. But this is what it's not a trick question. It's how you see things. Are you going to take that step back, critically think, look around it? What is it? It's a video. It's about something, yes, but who made it? How was it made? What was the intention of it being made? Okay, was it propaganda? Was it a master's in discipline topic? So you see how that was important. Okay, so but everybody did a good job. I think people got something out of it, so that's cool. All right, so let's just crush this step two that really broke my heart today. Okay, because it was due yesterday. I purposely have cut out an assignment last week, an extra assignment, and then moved the HAL assignment to this week and everything, just so I could help you get your work done. Only 11 people turned their step two in on time out of 27. I was quite despondent. I really had to almost got my 10,000 steps in, need 114. I went to the gym and that. So it was kind of disturbing, I guess, to see only 11, because I like to give you the weekend. So now I'm like, what's going to happen now? Without the steps, you can't pass the class. Okay. Without academic rigor and effort, you can't pass the class. It's a fair trade off, right? You're getting 3 credits by doing 3 credits worth of work, which we've already discussed is up to 120, 130 hours a semester, which in 6 to 7 weeks is, 15 hours probably. If you're not putting that time in, it's not going to pay off. And then if you're going to be late and procrastinate or whatever, then you're going to start getting points dinged, which isn't fair to you either. All right. So, but what I saw when I scored the ones, and a couple came in today, okay, we've got to revisit academic rigor, okay, spelling, grammar, citations, capitalizing disciplines, following instructions, because a lot of that's just not getting done, okay? I welcome anybody that want to give from my feedback to give me feedback. Send me an email. Talk to me about how I scored your paper and tell me what I missed, okay? Because you don't get graded on how much time you put into something, right? We all know that there's students, that they can just whip it out and get it done, and boom, boom, 5 assignments are done. They get an A, and you're just like the other people are struggling like mad. It's not about the time involved. It's about following the instructions, getting to the point of what the paper was about. Okay, so if you look at step two, right? Instructions is step two. What meaningful questions can you ask about the issue problem? How are those questions interdisciplinary? What makes them meaningful? For this step, you are justifying an interdisciplinary, integrative approach to analysis. Besides those writing prompts, questions above, consider the question, why is this problem, issue, topic complex? See Tanner, page 71. Along with an analysis, you'll include questions that are insightful, interdisciplinary, integrated, rhetorical, contemplative. These are questions which you do not answer here, but instead those questions which confirm there's a legitimate interdisciplinary research question topic. Okay, how many people didn't use a question mark once in their paper? Okay, most of the papers I saw did not have a question. First part of the instructions are what meaningful questions, okay? How many people use the words interdisciplinary, integrative? Hardly anybody. In fact, if you did, I usually pointed out that I was pleased to see that, okay? Because if you didn't post any questions, then how are you justifying it as interdisciplinary? Frankly, what you're doing is just doing a repeat of step one. You're just giving me more information. I don't need that anymore. I need to know why this is interdisciplinary. Why is it complex? Why do we need integrative study and research and analysis to do this, to help resolve this problem, analyze this problem, right? Think about what you're doing. Don't just automaton it. Think about the way you're getting it done. And you're not including integration, interdisciplinary. You're telling me about multiple disciplines. People are using the words multiple disciplines. What is that? That's multidisciplinary. Is multidisciplinary interdisciplinary? No. What's the difference? Integration. Okay, you are describing multidisciplinary research. You're saying, oh, if I look at it from economics or psychology or sociologist, but you're not mentioning integration. Okay, you're not mentioning, you're not thinking about what is being discussed here in the instructions. Reread them. Okay. Now, the people that everybody's turning their paper in. Okay, I take back what I said on Thursday about no redos. Yes, you're gonna get a redo because I am still going to go through because I have to sleep at night, and I want, and this part of this course, it fulfills a literacy requirement, or in my case, I'm a loser, a literacy requirement. That means you got to write. You got to do college, university level writing at work. Okay, I want you to do that. Many of you got, a few of you got content just great, but you're still not getting formatting at all. You're not, are you rereading your paper? Are you looking at it closely to see if you got it right? Are you sure your citations are right, or you just don't care? Which one is it? Okay. So now, are you looking at the sample paper and saying, this is all I have to do? Because remember, I talked about that. A rubric just provides a ceiling and nobody goes above it. The sample provides a ceiling and nobody goes above it. Yes, I'm always pleased to see a couple of people that really do try to, set a new bar. Do it a little bit differently, but staying within, coloring within the lines, but, making it look good. I'm going to have a list here in the instructions about the formatting. Citations do not start sentences. Citations in APA feature last name only. Citations do not feature paragraphs. Okay, works cited list must be done in hanging paragraph format. This isn't difficult once you know how to do it. Trying not to do it is what's difficult, unfortunately. Okay, so it's kind of like driving a car. You probably don't think twice about it, most of you right now. But when you learn, you had to focus or you'd be cracking up, right? You got to just focus. And I've said it a million times. If you have questions, if you want to talk to me, set up a phone call. Okay? So these things are important. It's important. It's as important as having a good internet connection to do the work. Okay? So I really want to impress upon you that, yeah, I'm willing to do the redo here because my feedback is just like this long, because I'd like you to submit papers you can be proud of, not submit papers that, this gets me by. I want you to be proud of taking this class. I want you to get something out of it. People are going to go freaking out. He's so obsessed with formatting and not content. No, I like content. I know content. I can see content. But tell me this, okay? Do you think I know everything about every discipline? Do you think I know as much about climate change as I do Black Lives Matter, as I do about gun rights, as I do it? Of course not. Oh, I just hit 10,000 steps sitting here. Of course not. I have to trust you to a degree that you're going to get the content that works in your fields, in your areas. I am showing you how to integrate the research, the disciplines. Are you capitalizing your disciplines, by the way? You sent me the Easter eggs. Did you capitalize? If you didn't, why not? Why is it only good for then and not now, right? Are you actually naming disciplines, okay? So, I'm teaching you how to integrate. I want to show you how to integrate. One process of integration. Why integration is important, what it can do. That's my goal here. In the format of a suitable university level paper. So yes, I'm going to focus on formatting because that's the weakest area people have. I understand it, and I'm willing to work with you. But you just can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect something to change because I'm not going to blow that off. You got to do it right, okay? Think about what I talked about. Everybody's going to use 3 disciplines, 3, no more than 3. Nobody's using 4, nobody's using 2, nobody's using 1, everybody's using 3. Now, if you name more than 3 in step 2, I got no problem with that. Okay, if you didn't name 3, I got a problem with that. Okay, because you needed to name 3 legitimate ones. Okay, don't break it down so far. Sociology is sociology. Okay, it's not sociology of this, sociology of that, sociology of that. It's sociology. You're going to back yourself in a corner when you go to step 3 and try to look for sources so specific. Okay, contact me if you have a problem. 3 disciplines, capitalize, right? Okay. Think about your overarching question. I believe people are doing that. No, I, me, my. I believe people are doing fine on that, okay? But for academic rigor, in terms of getting sources to back up your claims, especially specific statistical claims, require in-text citation and to do the work, okay, of that's expected at this level, okay? And I know you can because I saw so much in step one. All right, so let's move on to, oh, by the way, don't use long quotes. I've said this before. I've never seen anyone format a long quote correctly as a student, okay? Just ain't done. You might think it is, but it's not because the citation goes somewhere else. The quote has to be blocked. It has to have different kind of spacing and margins. Why bother? Don't do it. These papers are too short to justify it. And if you're putting 1, 2, or 3 in there, that means 90 words, 100 words is long quotes. That's just going to destroy your Turnitin score. Paraphrase. Get a smaller quote, okay? Being very specific with that. All right, so let's go into, learning materials. I'm going to just whip through here. There's 2 chapters to read, 10 and 11. There's a discussion board. You need to read Benson's 5 arguments against IDS. Okay, so Benson went ahead and played devil's advocate and wrote this paper about, it's about 7 pages, against IDS, why we don't need it, why it sucks, why it's stupid, why you shouldn't take it, blah, blah, blah. He's playing devil's advocate because he's saying, we got to change things, okay? And then Bill Newell comes along, who is the head of the AIS and stuff. Bill Newell responds to Benson with approximately 14 pages of a point-by-point rebuttal to why you should be an IDS, and it is an important field. It's a great way to look at, be devil's advocate, because you're going to hear people criticize your choice, but you're going to have some ammo now to get back at them, right? I'm sorry, I'm going to use the word ammo. That's just so stupid. God, I'm so sick of this. Anyways, okay. Now, there's a video, how to write an annotated bibliography. 4 minutes, 4 hours, 4 minutes, 42 seconds. You need to watch it to get through step 3. You got to. Step 3 is usually a good one. People usually get through it really nicely. It's a very formatted type thing, but it's so clear, and you can do it. She shows you how to do it. It's a great video, okay? Easter egg number 1, watch the video closely. That's the one I mean, the how to write an annotated bibliography, okay? Then you get into your primary data collection. This is almost an easy, redundant assignment because you're going to use primary data collection. I meant something different. Let me just get it going here. Module 4, your primary data collection. Okay, here's what I'm talking about your quantitative survey, and I'm reminding you what your question is, such like that. I am going to post a video, a DIY, how to build your survey video. I should be doing that by this weekend. Can't guarantee when, but it's going to show you how to do it. And remember, it's quantitative, not qualitative. There it is. So you are not allowed to use any open-ended questions except age. Age cannot be in groups. There can't be 18 to 24, 25 to 33, 34 to 40. There can't, because you're not going to get enough responses to justify having groups. Get the individuals, group them yourself. Meaning this, what if you have 18 to 24 and everybody in that group is 23? What's the point of the group, right? Okay, don't go 50 and over, because I'm 63 and I'll be really ticked off. And so will your 80-year-old great-grandma and your 52-year-old uncle, because we don't want to be all bunched together. Do I want to be stuck with some 52-year-old young kid? Well, maybe, but but you know what I mean. So you need individual fill in the blank for the answer on age. You're going to ask gender, and then you're going to get into your quantitative questions. I will explain it all. I want you to get those surveys out ASAP. In fact, when I do the next video on Thursday, I'm going to offer bonuses for people who can get a good survey posted sooner the better, okay? Keep your eyes out for that. All right, now looking at peer-reviewed sources, that's the discussion board. That's the one I was thinking about here. Your peer-reviewed sources. This is what you're going to use now in step 3. So look at this page about peer-reviewed sources from academic journals. Academic journals do not have advertising. They do not have advertising. Yes, they can be found on the web, but they don't have advertising. Advertising with what? Commercials.com means commercial, means business, means money, means bias, okay? Academic journals are supported by the academics who are members of that, okay? I was just reviewing the Hemingway Society site that I'm a member of, the association, Hemingway scholars, and talking about trip next year to Spain or something, and they're doing spreadsheets and showing how the membership registration and this and that is the money. They're not looking for advertising, and okay, so look at these instructions closely. Let me know if you're having trouble finding something. Okay, I think I did pretty good here in giving you ideas. It is 30 points for this. There are no responses in this one. It's straight 30 points. The reason I want it on a discussion board is because you can see what other people have done. Not to copy or cheat, but to look and see what are some of the people with same topics as you, what are they searching for? You can help each other this way. All right, but only after you post, you get to see that, right? Okay, so academic fields. Now, let me know if you have any questions. The format and discussion board is more of a winging it style. I posted a sample of discussion board here. I think it's done really well. Note 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take it. This student had 4 sources for each discipline of 3 disciplines. Okay? Psychology/medicine, ethnic studies, and women's studies. Notice that the links are there. Notice that it's clean for a discussion board. Looks really good. Goes through things. Yes, the analysis for each one isn't the greatest, but it's solid. It's good. Okay. Post these because you're going to use the same ones. Yes, you could use the exact same ones for your step 3. All right. But let's go to Easter egg number 2, which is academic journals only. All right, and I show you how to find them in here, but if you can't, let me know. But of course, ASU Library is the place to go. All right, we got a quiz due on the 12th, that's Saturday. Now the quiz is just 2 questions. You can see it, you can look at it, there's no time limit. It's 2 essay questions. I got minimum 300 words on each one. You'll see what they are. I want you to stretch. Question 1 is a stretch. I want you to put it out there. Okay, you don't worry about funding or access to a place, demographic information, anything. What would it be? Okay, yes, there's a limitation of time. You can't go back and research the Boer Wars of South Africa or something. But let's just say I would love to research extraterrestrial life on Earth. I just think it'd be so cool to be able to gather evidence and go around and see, what these stories are, what the evidence looks like, or, Bigfoot, whatever. Reach for it. Doesn't have to anything with it should be a dream research job, I want to be a marine biologist and study, uncharted waters. Just reach though, okay? The second question though is your actual research topic question for this course. The one that is what are some of the topic you're doing, okay? What disciplines have you identified that could be used for your project? Oh, you got them in your step 3, right? 3 of them. For each discipline, summarize why it appears to be a good fit for your work in this course. You can reach there in as terms as you can consider fields which in the end may not be as good a fit as you thought, but here in analysis, you're welcome to consider. So you can reach a little bit, but you're going to have 3 that you're going to use for your main step 3 in a paper, right? Okay. Step 3 is due on June 13th. And that is it. I am done. Let's get you out of here. Easter egg number 3 is quantitative survey. I want you to remember that, and you know what that is, right? It's not qualitative, it's a quantitative survey. Okay, get you out of here, 25 minutes. Forks up, peace.